in his team, and I know Hastro would certainly be happy about that. But it's FURIA. I mean, this team, best Brazilian team in the world. Like, it's going to be a hard team to beat.
Oh, we are underway. Pistol round going to be running straight towards the ramp. Nice start from Moose. Quesorado is gone. Well, his teammates trying to back away as much as possible. Moose is quite a little bit lost, but eventually he will kill off Art as well. Now, CT side trying to fight this one back. Nice work from Henny. But again, the trades just coming back and forth. The T's bombarding them, and Mihu. Well, it's definitely weird seeing him on Team MV, but he's still hitting headshots just like he was back in Poland. Henny now looking for the quad kill. So much left to do. There's even a player hiding in the smoke. And move.
All right, and you also see the Mag 7. All right, so, I mean, it's not quite the XM you wanted to see. I know who you're going to kind of be favoring this round. But MV off to a strong start either way. First round done and dusted with. Art on a quick rotate, looks like, towards Secret.
Yeah, Art, I feel okay. Well, they're not in the lobby. I've not heard anything towards the ramp, so chances are everybody's outside, and that means that Henny's going to switch his position. He's got someone covering Mini for him, and FURIA actually have so much information here that this is about to become quite tough for MV.
Hey, Serrato, gonna get the first. Gonna get a second as well to Nifty. Don't tell me he gets a third up against Mihu with the AK, and finally he will be shut down, but things are equalized. 3 apiece for both teams. Henny's gonna change that up though, and now Moose is gonna do the same. Just so back and forth, and considering Envy won the first round and what they had invested, this is a close round. Henny now with the AK in hand, looking for the kill up against Moose, but he does come up on top. Moose gonna close it out with a triple kill.
It's going to be difficult to see MV like have much consistency. I think they've got a lot of talent. FURIA have been on the rise actually recently. They were a team that obviously started very well and their organization sort of blew up out of nothing. Slowed down a bit. It seems like teams got used to playing against them and then just came back with a vengeance. And so I don't think there's really anybody who can argue that at the moment, although you always want to see IBR make that comeback. Also, they're just enjoyable to watch. Like, I don't know many people. It might just be me living under a rock. I don't know many people who dislike FURIA. Like, there are a lot of hate in the world. There's a lot of people who dislike certain players, dislike certain teams. I don't really see anyone going, oh, I really don't like FURIA, because they are just exciting to watch. They have some ridiculously talented players. And they just play, like, aggressive, in-your-face Counter-Strike, which, well, it can backfire on them sometimes. But
he got like super excited because a team started to push aggressively on overpass, and he's like, I'm for you. Then like that's an unfortunate start. That's a 4-0 against you.
Crashes when you have 2 AWPs are really difficult to hold on to, so it's a bit of a worry for me. I can actually have a look where both are using it like a shotgun. He's gonna be playing right in to the A site, so he is someone who's renowned for his pixel flicks. But it's going to be impressive to see. Okay. Nifty with a tasty little one-tap. Art's AWP are in a bit of trouble. The other thing with the double AWP setup, which is a thing on every single map, very expensive. And while with Vinny getting aggressive, he's also...
Response to the style of Fury, isn't it? It's just, we know they're going to get aggressive. Just wait. Eventually they're going to run into you. Might be able to, well, I guess more often than not, get the kill. But I've already in a position, though there is going to be a player towards lower. I think it's Yuri. And he's not there to bail him out, and now probably should just save the op at this rate. Spots out ahead of Calix, hits the shot. Now he needs to just survive. But 1-on-3, no reason to challenge us out, and he immediately heads back.
Nifty, not really too worried. He'd like the ult for his own, but he's not going to get anything. And now the CT side, he can easily afford to buy up an AWP in the next round. And it looks like Art's still saving cash to buy another one, so the double up setup is clearly something that they want to continue with going forward.
Wasn't too successful before. We saw the dismantling for NV against them. Again, pushing out of hut. Ryan's gonna get the first, gonna be specific and open up any kills. Kind of have to play defensive and hope they go your direct on the round prior. Alex, all too easy for him.
Realize that it's now going to be this site. However, Vinny coming up from behind. That's a free kill. A rifle into his hand. Somehow, this slow round has actually played into the CT's control. 2 AKs retrieved. 30 seconds left on the clock. The bomb in the meantime is going to be heard. It's made its way onto the B site. Nifty will get it down with an AWP in hand. Going to be mainly onto Calix, waiting for them to come around the corner. The spray's a bit wild, but he gets both kills, leaving just one man standing. Calix, that is unreal. 3 players run into his cross.
It was definitely well, like you said. Still pulls it together though to get that second player. Ooh, classic knife fade looks sick on Caserado. Sorry, just had to mention that. Well, what a job by them. Like again.
Pull-up setup. Art in a good position, and this time he is going to get the opener. No luck this time. I think the battle between him and Henny is going to be an exciting one. Yuri onto the board. Onto the board in style. 2 kills to his name, dropping the bomb outside. They know exactly where Moose is. They'll have to do one better than his teammate in the last round, and this time it basically was the back seat. I think he was criminally underrated. Definitely one of the players to watch when it comes to this FURIA roster. But then again, I don't really think there's anybody that you don't want to be keeping an eye on. This aggression that you sometimes see. Him boosting over the top of the boxes to try and find an angle. But as of right now, nothing found.
That sounds like a commentator curse that I'm used to getting here, Tom. Oh, Nifty. Talking about his op. See 25 seconds left to go. It's going to be go time here momentarily. And Envy, you need a couple of kills here to secure this.
The thing is, the CTs, I don't think they didn't even realize that this was happening. It was only the players on ramp that really reacted, and because of that, there's nobody actually down on this lower bomb site. It's a bomb plant, a 5v4 in the CT side. Wow. They're just going to have to save. Still lightning fast shots coming out from Henny, but yeah, this is the other with the way that he aggresses. I definitely wouldn't take it out of Henny's hand, but I like to see him play, right?
See, we're still in early times, but seeing a 6-1 scoreline does put a little bit of worry in me. I mean, I think we both had FURIA pinned as the favorites in this matchup. Yep. I don't think many people out there could say anything against that, but Envy are making some
angles. In fact, the AWPs have been split now onto opposite sides of the map. One on the ramp, one on towards outside. Now, it does give them a lot of information, but Henny needs to hit his shot. Already missing the first, but the second will go his way. The Molotov going to leave him burning. He needs another kill, but he will fall, luckily. His teammates are doing the work, or at least you'd think. It's going to be Calix. Find a kill. Caserado from above. Still here and holding. Not going to allow anybody past this gauntlet. They all walk in one by one. And it's
top side of upper does help. And they do get around on the board. Again, it wasn't really off the success of double ops. They're still going to stick to it, and why not when you obviously had it in the last round and you didn't lose.
If they can reduce the positions they can go in, it's going to be tough. Art, he's all in here. He has to go for it. He actually hits both players. A tag, and he's slowing them down. He's holding it back, but he flicks too far. And it's going to be traded. Rotation this time, however, will be quick. That's the one thing of him playing so aggressive. They now know exactly where this is going, but Ryan turns it into a 4v3. Does he expect another player to be here, though? Vinny keeping things going, but it's more on Caserado. Bit scared about being surrounded. He has to keep switching between the two spots. It's definitely not ideal, and unfortunately, they've started going back. But Yuri has thought of this. 15 seconds left. He wants to try and deny the bomb plant. He's not going to be able to, as they've already made it onto the cross. He's going to start running forward, and Incendiary goes out, but it's too little too late. I think he thought they were backing round from heaven. In fact, already on the site. And Caserado, he's not there to stop them this time.
Yeah, Art, he just needed a little bit more there on a secret play. The good Molotov as well. It kind of like cut off his retreat. He did have 2 options though when the molly landed. Back away, stay alive, or get aggressive and look for the kill, and he chose the latter of those 2 options. And only with the 1 kill, it's not really going to be enough to hold them back. I guess if he maybe got a second, I think there was maybe the option to get the third. The flashbang he threw didn't quite catch out on anyone. I did like though how Nifty kind of sat back. So the rest of his teammates, okay, Ryan died in the bomb, a little unfortunate. But
let's go back up to A. Let's try and find a clear site. And each time the mid-round call, other than where they tried to back into Caserado, they've been spot on each time. So good work from him. I think his players also performing very well. Ryan with a 3K in that round. We've seen Mihu doing well. Nifty himself. Not really been a weak link. And well, speak of the man, and he shall arise. It is just going to be some early trades. How actually going to rotate back around. I think they're trying to find out a little bit earlier Envy are actually going. Vinny has got to be so careful here. He's going to start getting pre-fired. Vinny does fall back, but doesn't quite get the kill. Art, again, bit of a freebie there as Henny doesn't connect his shot.
Oh, Henny's going to land that one, though. 3-on-2 now. Yuhu and Calix. Art, he hits the shot. That was quite a little bit of a flick going in there. Didn't expect him so close range, I guess. Calix alone against 3 with 50 seconds left. So he has the time. 2,300. Might be that not only road to Rio, but the road to a comeback here for FURIA, as they're gonna take their third round. Third round? That doesn't make sense, dude.
Not really been like the mad fragger, you could say, but the amount of openings that Nifty's been getting so far have been vital to the squad. Wonder if they're eventually gonna pick up the pace.
Which one was the first one where he dies thereafter? This is gonna be the second round, I guess, technically, where he dies without getting anything. Right, you can see Art realize there's no one else on the side. It's just kind of a little bit of a bait potentially to allow them to get in towards ramp room, but I still don't see a world where they get the plant down here at the moment. There's way too many CTs in position, and Art's gonna connect that shot, but Calix does get the dink on him at least. This fan through the smoke at a Yuri will net them the round. So
Starting to win some of those duels outside has definitely made a difference. Like, that was the main haven, at least initially, for T side. Able to really get too far without taking a bit of damage. That's something that FURIA does do quite well. Switch up in position. Now Vinny, chance to pad his stats, although he's actually only going to get one. Will instead be Yuri. Bomb. Not going to get put down, unfortunately. Not quite there. And Quesarado clean up both. So 5 to... I feel like a lot of the time, as said, it's been the calling or the calls, the mid-round changes that have been made by Envy that have actually won them a lot of rounds. So whether or not they'll have that same finesse going on to the CT side, we'll have to wait and see. Of course, definitely more of a chance for the AWP of Nifty to do some damage, but this time he's on the rifle. It's going to be secret, but for now, it's just patience. And well, that patience leads to a trade.
I kind of feel like a lot of success, and luckily has Vinny pushed up to help him out to watch his back. Seems like main might be the call here for me. They're gonna line up, and Henny gets a quick double. Vinny's gonna fall to Mihu. Damage has been done. Trying to get this bomb plant's gonna be so hard, especially with Henny hitting the shot onto Ryan. There you go. Mihu, the last alive now with 3 to 5 with 15 seconds. That's the first, but Quesarado will shut that down. And FURIA now up to 6.
In MIBR, I think quite been a big change, a good one at that. Quesarado, he's ready for any sort of aggression that the teaser and steal it back. But this is a round that FURIA set already to win. Yuri's starting to connect some shots as well. I think maybe they just came in a little bit cold to this series because over the last few rounds it seems like it's been all FURIA. A shot from Ryan at least. Don't want to take anything away from Envy. They've still got 7 rounds on the T side. Definitely not a bad position to be in. Hey, not quite going to finish the job, but Ryan, well, I'd be very impressed if he gets any further than that door.
Still with the double up. Honestly, I'm surprised, and like I want to congratulate them on like committing to the double up even when it didn't work before, and then eventually making it work. Like that takes some dedication. That takes, I guess, some understanding of what they can do and how strong they can be. Art gets the better of Nifty again. Man advantage for them. He's gonna need some help to bail out though. And the smoke seemed to have worked out. How does he get away from
no,
him?
Moose couldn't find the vent. Oh, it seemed like he was trying to run into it, but got lost in the smoke. This is not going well for Envy. Calix has managed to sneak his way outside, but... And I was going to say almost goes down, I guess. Mihu's caught another one. This round is... delve into the realm of possibility, especially with... Seems like the T's once again are just going to be patient. The bomb is making that rotation back. Going to hear all the nades being thrown in. Molotov trying to force him out of position. That's exactly what he would do, but he'll hit the shot nonetheless. In the meantime, though, this ruse has been had. As the bomb's going to go down on B.
Yeah, a little bit of an information play coming through. Even though he does die. Lets them know, hey, he's going to be on upper. Get that bomb swiftly down. Henny with the AK now in hand. Luckily, he does have the kit. Does have a little bit of time to work with. He also has Ryan on 4 HP, so that's a little bit of a good note for him, but time is quickly taken away. It's dissipating so faster, and Henny's going to have to make his move. Mihu's already trailed directly on his angle, but he switches last second. Eventually comes back, and Mihu will close out an of our last game of the day here on the B stream. Envy, Furia, and Envy in the lead by 1.
A hell of a lot of utility, though. Well, they could use the grenade to blast out the door. Oh, that was good timing. And the smoke going to go straight out. The chance for a vent dive seems almost inevitable here, as they're just going to smoke things off, molly off the top, just to make sure that no one can actually stop them from above. But instead, they'll just spam the smoke and find 2 kills. That is a little bit unlucky for Furia, but I'm sure the guys at Envy are not going to mind that too much. Trade kills is all the CT side need at this point, but Henny is going to get one for free. Doesn't last long, though, and now Quesarado. 1v3, P250 and a flashbang. He needs to waste as much time as possible, and they even have a smoke for the bomb, but I don't even think he's going to last that long. He needs to get these kills quickly, and they surround him, they swarm him, and all it will be in the end is a bomb plant. PTs take the round.
Yeah, a couple of rounds now, by the way, out of Ryan, where he's gotten some 3Ks and some really impact kills, and he drops down. Well, I guess the first kill on had in him has started to really pay off. He's on 11 kills, currently second on his team.
Oh, CT side are going to invest a lot into this round, knowing that there's a force fight coming, and well, you can know he's coming. It doesn't mean you can stop him. Already strong opening pick. Mihu from above is going to need to do some damage, and the transition onto the second, chilling in the back, just like Henny, just waiting for everybody else. Obviously, they don't want to risk it. What the plan is here, Moose is actually starting to get a little bit interested in this body position. He's going to get spotted, though. Another dig like that, and he's dead for sure. In fact, your remaining pole. Can he do anything here?
You're taking the time. Mihu, I mean, here's them running 7 in there. I love me some 5-7 action, as long as it's the banana skin. And Nifty gonna be on the USP. I'm assuming trying to skin. It's like a common skin.
Wow, I've never heard an elitist on 5-7 skins. That is a niche. Mihu,
I will give him one.
get me some bananas. Never know, maybe he hates bananas. Then it really would cause you pain. Anyway, I think that's enough talking about that. The bomb's going down. And one by one, we start to see CT's, well, at least look to back out of there. Nifty trying to make as much cash as possible. He is not getting that rifle. Art is going to make sure of that. Now it just comes down to the CT side, trying to hold for some exits if they can steal. Normally I'd attempt those sort of sounds, but I don't know.
I don't think I'll hook you up with a soundboard.
I don't think I've ever put in a while, and secondly, I don't think anybody wants to hear that, other than you.
I thought it was just like a high-pitched little sound. I don't.
Yeah.
You say it's like nasty. I don't. No, that's nasty to be honest. We're gonna see. It looks like a quick play coming out of Furia. Art immediately gonna get down. Vinny through Hut gets the kill on the Moose with the help of Quesarado. Yuri's been able to push out on top of Mini and gets himself a quick 2 before Ryan eventually able to shut him down. And Furia just walking all over Envy, obviously.
You wouldn't be wrong. I think they equalized things, but yeah, it was the last. To make sure that you can deny any aggressive rushes. That's probably why Ryan has actually put in these early rounds. When you know they've got their first buy, just barrel into the site. Just try and out-aim them, put the pressure on. Any ideas that were there for the CT side will quickly be diminished, and that seems like the plan already. A sneaky peek, but Nifty a little bit too quick on the trigger. Mooses are holding a passive angle. This is such a good spot if you're just trying to deny players actually wrapping around. And knowing the plan was to go in towards that A site.
It should be. It flat out should be. Looks like they're trying to make their way towards ramp where it's going to be Mihu and Nifty waiting. Nifty's got the angle. Not going to matter though when it's Henny and they both chime in and get 2 kills. Now quickly the 2v5 turns into a 2-on-3. Bomb does make its way down towards lower. Henny only on 14 health, however. Moose already down here, as well as Calyx. Quesarado not clear to plant just yet, and as time ticks away, eventually he's going to be spotted on, and Henny gets another kill. It's been a 2-on-5 into a 2-on-2. Quesarado's going to fall, though, and Henny gets himself a third. It's all onto the 1-on-1. Don't tell me you lose this, Envy. And And he's playing this perfectly. He's not checking the bomb. He doesn't need to because Ryan's giving his position up.
Baiting. He's just playing with him. I don't even think he knows, but, well, with the jump, that will definitely give the position away. Just trying to bait him into the angle. I think he might have just spotted a pixel, but it's just patience from Henny. He's just waiting for his opponent, spots that there's no one on the bomb and just goes to hide in the corner. He is eventually going to get taken down, but there's no time left. Henny with a hell of a clutch, and I said at the beginning, that in the last, like, what, 5 seconds of the round? And he took 3 players with him. Ridiculous, but hey, you have to give some credit to K Serrano as well. He definitely helped, but that is slightly ridiculous. And now the T's, with an even bigger advantage than they already had, are going to open things up, wraps around, and okay, maybe this is going a similar way. The 1-player tag, 3 players standing. FURIA definitely don't like to make this easy for themselves.
Well, 2-on-3 now. Well, they still have the bomb in hand. It's still Henny alive. It's not I think K Serrano this time. Tries to go for the plant here, it seems. We're just trying to use the smoke, and Moose is going to take him down. Now Yuri is going to be alone against the 3. A little bit of a redemption story coming in here for Envy in this round. Who should be able to get this one. There you go. Close it out. 11-10. Envy do bounce back. Well, clearly, you know who I betted on.
Well, we are going to see a buy for both sides, so it's not hurt FURIA that much, although a round with, or 2 rounds with 0 players surviving, but one of them just being a victory does leave you a little bit low on cash, so there's a good chance for B-side to break back. It's still looking like an attempt to brute force into this A site. It will be a quick trade, this time Nifty going down. Ryan, oh, he gets caught dropping, but even hits the headshot as he lands. K Serrano saw him fall and just thought, that's my chance. Instead, Henny is one of them. He always seems to be. He's had a very good game so far. Sneak his way through. Another opener.
Well, Tom, it is a 2-on-4, and it should be impossible to win. 2-on-2 now. Henny, there's no way he catches Mihu flanking in the back. There we go. Mihu's going to get the kill. Now down to Yuri in the 1-on-2. Do they know he's towards ramp, however? He's going to have a 1v1. He's going to get the kill, and the last player is going to be Moose. 30 seconds left. He does have the bomb on top of this, so he could easily transition back towards upper B1s, but that's the exact direction that Moose is going at the moment. But does Moose go down the vent, or does he stick around? He's got his eyes set up on heaven. This should be a clean kill. This should be Moose getting this. There you go. Envy will get the kill. It was impossible.
So they definitely need to make sure that if they want to win this game, they need to close out a lot more of those rounds. This is interesting, though. Sure, it was a 1 versus 1. Sure, the CT side economy is weak. But this 5 is not a particularly good one. And neither is that shot.
A little bit of delayed push, though. Does allow 2 players to get down. The other 2 eventually going to make their way through. And somehow, not a single player falling. Let's get towards this lower bomb site. Vinny! Shot on to Mihu. Bombs to be planted as well from this. And Envy have not really made their way back in.
But, yeah, didn't expect them to get away with that. And, well, the straight-up save after not having players in the right positions will mean that Envy... So, yeah, they opt to keep their weaponry. They'll have a buy in this round. If they can break back, it's not that much of an issue. The T's actually still had to buy up the majority of their rifles.
Very aggressive outside. They're kind of faking it with the smokes as well, trying to make the team think, hey, we're going down secret, when in fact they're actually be going towards main. Look at this. This is going to be a hit on towards the upper bomb side. They spot the player on the back silos. Even Molotov off the couch. He's going to be hiding behind the vent. Ryan's at least going to be able to get one. Keeps things equal at 4. Piece Nifty there to help support, but he has been Molotoved off. But that flashbang might have just saved him the round because it prevents him from getting straight onto the site. But K Serrano's going to be there. Takes the head clean off Nifty and trades back and forth between both teams. Down now to a 2-on-1 with Moose, the last man alive. That nade's going to do some decent damage. Now Henny trying to go for the plant. If Moose actually peeks this here, he can get the bomb stopped. And he does get the bomb plant in the last moment. K Serrano can't quite hit the shot. Moose drops down. I think his position has been given away as well. And he's going for the stick. K Serrano, 2 seconds left, 1 second left. He's going to spray through it, but Moose is going to clutch it out. And he backs away. Don't tell me he gets the...
Your players also lived, so he had an AK already. are actually deciding to go for the Galil. He could have been handed something by Quesarado, but not this time. Moose, well, balls of steel. Still a risky play to make nonetheless. I feel like that's what we've seen for the majority of these rounds. Risky plays. A lot of them have been working. Nice nade, but doesn't actually do as much as I expected. It's actually Art to take the brunt of the damage elsewhere, and they're looking like they wanted to challenge onto the ramp, but they're going to be met with Mihu already. An opening pick. He's just going to scurry away.
Oh, Art. I don't expect him to be there. It takes 1 kill. Little transition out of Calyx, though, to shut that down as swiftly as it began. Seems like, though, FURIA do want to hit towards the upper bomb side, and it's going to be very difficult to do so. Calyx on the ground. Player in towards rafters. And he's going to be the first out. Spots him out. I was going to say, if he wins that trade, Quesarado will exchange his teammate. Look at Calyx behind Vent. Moose there, too. So a 2-on-3. Mihu behind. I don't see FURIA winning this.
Yeah, he's going to go for the peak, and that's an easy couple of kills. Good positioning in the end from Team Envy, and isn't it? They bought an HE and a smoke. So. If they do anything else, I'd be really surprised. The HE goes straight in. Yep, he's going to... Oh, I love it. They're just going to run straight through it this time. I think he's just trying to pave the way for the guy with the bomb. However, that has not worked. Calyx, in fact, spraying down 3. Bomb's going to make it down, but Moose was like, come on, man. At the same time, they are getting it done. Just 2 rounds away from getting a map victory. I'd like to see more outside control really challenged for. You saw how far Art managed to wrap around just a couple of rounds ago. Again, we're going to see these trades, but this time it is Nifty coming alive with the AWP. Moose on a quick flank. Ooh, that's perfect. He's going to deny the bomb plant. This is going to make things really awkward for the T's now as they're being pressured from different angles. They're going to have to throw out more utility just to try and get the bomb back into their hands. Smoked off. Able to retrieve it at least. Onto Yuri to do that. There's not really a safe position to plant this bomb. Instead, they can try and make their way onto the B site. They are. It's all going to be heard by Moose. All the information available to them. But the T's, at least in this scenario, should have a bomb plant. But Mihu is so prepared for it. So much damage done. He leaves Quesarado with only 24 HP and 2 players to find. Now, we've seen crazier things happen already in this match. They do have an incendiary, though. If Moose can even place that remotely close to the man on the site, he'll have to scurry into the crosshair of one of these players. The timing is perfect as well with the doors, and there is that incendiary. It wasn't needed in the end. But nonetheless, Envy have hit 15. A map point in their favor. While the money going into the T side will at least be decent. It's still not ideal at the beginning of the game. It's been a relatively quiet performance from him. He's definitely had his moments, but not the same level of impact expected from FURIA.
You see what they did, by the way? That Nifty with the Molotov down the vent, so if they tried to rush it, then they would be straight into fire. I like that.
Yeah, well, they're doing it enough at this point. That nade. Not the FURIA we're looking for. Still trying to watch outside. It's quite interesting the way they're actually playing outside. It's kind of abandoned. They do have a player down out underneath towards the B side just in case. Peek out, completely blind. Calyx, there was nothing he could really do there. Quesarado's spotting for Nifty, but he's not going to get anything done. The battle outside important, and Mihu's going to win it, leaving just 2 players alive once again. It always seems to be Henny in these clutch situations. Every single time, he's going to get spotted out. At least his teammate is. Is he going to make it down the vent again? Is that the plan? No, he's actually watching for the player up above. Vinny, in the meantime, is trying to get up close, and he will manage to find Ryan. It gives them a little bit more of a chance, but they're going to expect 2 players to be within the heavens. Trying to waste their time, and as this bomb plant goes down, this is going to be really tough. There's 2 incendiaries left. They could just try and drop these onto the players' heads if they really wanted to. Instead, they're just still trying to set up utility as they go for this peak. Mihu gets 1, but it is only 1. And now Moose left in a 1v1 situation to give his team the map. If he can take this, but he can't. Vinny It's going to clutch things out.
Maybe that's why. Or it was just a little delayed.
Yeah, I think that's mainly it. Loss bonus really isn't that great. Like, it's going to be 1900 going into the next round. So for players like things that a few tendencies maybe that Envy will have had. So I don't think you're going to want to let them get anywhere near OT, especially on your own map choice. You want to just close this out, keep it comfortable. Art already. This wraparound has been quite successful. As I said, they're quite loose on outside, which has been successful for them a lot of the time. It meant they had a good hold over the A site, but it does mean that there's openings, and where there's openings, there's art.
And if you give him those openings, he's going to be able to do exactly what he's been doing for quite a few times now. The super passive hold towards outside is really confusing Mihu, though. 1v3 does have the AK, opting for the deagle, and why not? We can hit shots like that. Still, not a lot of head armor. 3 players missing it, so it wouldn't be the worst. Okay, well, he's gonna get an AK anyways from someone, so it should be fine.
Yeah, there's a Galil and an Ump now just in the spawn for the T's. I don't know what's happened there, but it might have actually hurt them. Too successful around this outside spot. Flashbang's going to be going down. Calyx has found a kill. Actually going to get a second before being traded out. Art, however, is going to sneak his way through. And actually, Yuri's killed the man outside. Now, this could actually work out in Envy's favor, because they will know they're going to take control, because they know that there's players coming from behind.
And he's just trying to watch this aggression coming through. Mihu as well doing something similar. Ryan's going to take the Art. Mihu's going to drop the bomb now, and it's going to be a 1-on-3. Save the map for FURIA to throw it into overtime, and Yuri's gonna get the first relatively easy shot onto Nifty. He's got Ryan on low HP, takes him down, and out through the smoke. Don't tell me he sprays. It's actually gonna run away. 20 seconds left. He immediately gets down the vent. He's going for the bomb plant. He's playing for the win, and Mihu, the slight health advantage. His position has been given away. He's been heard. He's running around. He's trying to get into this doorway in time, and Yuri knows exactly where he's gonna be. Mihu, how do you fight your way out of this spot? He does have that one flashbang to potentially open up the push in. Yuri has just trailed directly on him, and look at this, he's even gone above him. Mihu's not going to expect this.
Genius, Yuri. The
T side, so going straight into the CT side and sticking around. Maybe they finally have been able to concoct a plan to stop the way FURIA have been able to. FURIA can burst through straight into vent whenever they want.
Yeah, that's the trouble. I think they got conditioned to be so worried about this A site take. The thing is, but if you lose a 1v3, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you did in the round. Like, you've still thrown it away. He's actually going to get dinged. But again, Yuri's managed to sneak his way past. They have this fire outside, but it's a little bit too loose. This time, though, Calyx is prepared. The T's are going to try and react to this. And making their way in towards the A site. The pixel shot not going to be connected. 2 versus 4. This time they'll shut it down. Just a round ago.
Bad for Envy. They did lose 1 player to Yuri, but then that was quickly turned on as Calyx flanked in from behind. I feel like almost FURIA might be running out of steam. They need to throw something new, and maybe rushing towards ramp might be it. Nifty's gonna miss the shot. He's gonna be chased down, and he's gonna drop without D and leaving Yuri behind to watch for any flanks. The CTs are gonna be down here. A little bit of a miss flash out of Mihu. The mobs are getting towards the window, but they're still getting the kills. They net themselves a man advantage off of that. In terms of the trade in 2-for-1. Things gonna be equal since they lost Nifty early on in the round. Like a stalemate happening now at the lower bomb site.
Yeah. Mihu's just caught a nade. Man advantage goes back. Of course, the T's were so fast at the beginning of the round that they don't have to do anything for a while. Spam through. Does a fair amount of damage, but it's going to be left onto Ryan. 1 versus 2, and Vinny just too quick on the trigger. 16-16, and
I think they know that from Mihu pushing so many times from ramp room that they leave ramp a little bit light, and they have Mihu get aggressive if he has no presence. So I think Nifty being there was a little bit of a shame for Envy, but I don't think they've ever rushed towards ramp room. They've shown some presence, I feel like, but they
bomb outside, so I can understand that. But they plan to get Yuri to the rest of his team. It seems like they are going to challenge Mihu. Sure, he's ready and waiting. The nade damage so far has been good, tagging them at least a little bit low. Of course, for the T's, they're going to split this. They're going to split ramp from the top and the bottom. This is going to be brutal for Mihu. Like, I don't know how he's going to hold on to this one. He's got players pushing from all angles. He's still sprays down 2, however. Just trying to survive at the back of the box. Has the supportive flash. That was so perfectly timed. But K-Serrado has managed to find one back. In fact, the second as well. And we know that MV let these rounds slip away. But with 35 seconds left, they're going to try and make their way towards this B side.
Tom, that was another 5-on-2. K-Serrado picks up those 2 kills on Mihu and onto Moose. 20 seconds left. They don't quite have the time to make this happen, but don't tell me again, Envy are going to lose a 5-on-2. Alex will be flanking it from window, takes him down. Henny now in the 1-on-2. He's won this before. Bomb not going to be planted, though, as he doesn't really have the safety to do so. And Alex is going to push it at the perfect time.
He was 1v5 on that ramp, at least initially. 5 players pushing from 2 different angles, and he gets 3 kills. Granted, the third one was off a fantastic flashbang, but still. CT consequences if this doesn't work.
Oh. Nade coming in. Henry getting the kill. Early man advantage. And Mihu again, like they've been able to punish, I think, FURIA on the CT side whenever they go for these peeks up towards Secret. That's not the first time Arts died there. I think it's actually like the 3rd time they slowly make their way in towards Secret. And Yuri has a potential for a quick rotate. Ryan's also the last one to move. The smokes have disappeared. He spots out Ryan. He gets the bomb down.
Luckily, they're going to be able to retrieve it and get away, but 30 seconds left. There is a lot of information now. Vinny already on the lower bomb site. Waitan spots the heads. Actually hits the dink through the stairs. Not quite as bulletproof as you'd think. They're waiting to try and catch the rotations. In fact, Mihu is going to get that kill and try and double back up, but it's K-Serrado and Yuri who will close out this round.
This series, if you guys are wondering, it was chosen by FURIA. And if you're not smart enough to realize it, that means Envy chose this map. So I'll help you out there. Yuri going for an aggressive play outside. I've seen him do this before. He catches Mihu on the transition off the Marshmallow and even gets the tag on a Calyx down to 24 health. Really man advantage to FURIA.
Ooh, he almost goes down. Ability to expend it by both sides. Henny going to come under pressure, but he just doesn't miss. The CT side all-ping from him was phenomenal. He was the best player in the first half, even though I think they lost that half. Calyx, though, has managed to wrap around through hell. So they're going to take control at least of ramp, but on the B side, there's already a player waiting. That secondary AWP now in the hands of Yuri. Actually, Art's going to go down. This is starting to become a problem. The T's are turning this.
Oh, great position out of Calyx. Also, here's the player going towards window side. Yuri trying to play with this smoke. He's got Moose towards his right. I don't think anyone's going to expect on the CT side for Calyx to be boosted up like this, though. You almost have to ask yourself, do you potentially save some of these weapons? You have such little time left. Finally, Calyx going to give his position up. The Malta forces him out of that spot. Drops it straight into the hands of Yuri, who's going to unfortunately fall from this. Now K-Serrado, the last alive. He's just going to have to hoof it out of here.
I like Calyx is another one. Again, when he has a good round, it's a great round. Like, 3 kills. He was an all. Once again, they're going to have themselves a map point. Chance to take their choice and lead into Mirage. Mihu has now got to 35 kills.
Not
They're going
again.
to try the same thing. He's trying to find some sort of trade. Hasn't been handed anything. Smoke going to go down. Again, Moose loves spamming these. Walking through it, he's going to be met by the M4 of Vinny. A 2-man advantage now. MV need to pull a FURIA.
Well, that's the start. Nifty getting the first. Henny, there's no way they're expecting there. Ryan's going to fall. Now it's all on Nifty. 1-on-4 for the map victory. Find it hard to see him secure this back. Luckily, he does have the bomb. It's just time is going to start to run thin. 35 seconds left. That first kill will give away his spot. I don't know if actually anyone's even looking up towards heaven at the moment, so it might give an opportunity to pick up a kill. The thing is, he's going towards ramp. He's eventually going to have to make the run for it, and they're going to clearly hear this.
Gives him a chance to get the bomb down, but there's already a player rotating over. I think the realization has come in from the CT side. He walks for as long as humanly possible. Is he going to peek through the Molotov?
Still 6 to plant. I mean, he can switch to his pistol and potentially kill him with still time remaining before he does fall. I mean, but I think that was like such a smart play out of him there to secure that one. Don't tell me. Okay, I don't think Mihu's making the jump again. I think he backs off this time.
Third time's the charm. Oh, Henny blowing out the door. Blowing out guts as well. Gonna kick things off with the AWP. I said it's not the most common position to play with an AWP, but this man seems to make it work. Normally only gonna get 1 kill. I'd be surprised to see anything more. Nonetheless, the T's have made their rotation. They've got to be careful though, because there is a man on the stairs ready and waiting for them, but R's gonna get caught out. A site. Henny's starting to get aggressive. This could actually work out, though, because he's so ready for this. Peeking around the corner, Ryan does so much damage, but he doesn't quite kill him off. He gets there in the end. It takes a full clip of bullets, but they're running out of time. 15 seconds left. They're killing absolutely everybody, and only K Serato remains. Somehow, this incredibly slow round from Envy actually catches FURIA out.
Yeah, I was getting really worried, actually, with the time. And like you said before, with the position out of Henny. Henny hits that shot. I think round's almost over. But they lose both players trying to push in towards Hut to punish this. Serato by himself. He will get 1 kill. He still has 3 more to find. Should be impossible to win this round. He gets a second. Eventually, Mihu's going to come in from behind, and it will be deemed impossible.
One thing that I do hate in Counter-Strike, but if they lose this round, they're only going to have pistols in OT. I'm not a big fan, but that is the rules, Jason. Fortunately, they're going to have to go big this round. Art definitely looking to do just that. He's waiting outside. Now, we've seen him in this exact position before. I like this, though. He's thrown his own smoke, so if they Molotov, he can get away. So he gets the first pick. They can't throw anything to deny him here. They just have to kill him. Yuri's there to support as well, and Art's getting aggressive. He's looking to peek further out. He's going to find a second. This is what we like to see from the Brazilian AWPer. And now the bomb's stuck outside. This really couldn't be a worse position. They're going to have to just kill basically everybody to try and get it back. But Moose has been able to spot one. The HE might do the work. In fact, it is going to kill off one. However, he's now alone.
I'm not sure how you win this if you're Moose. It'd be difficult to do so as he's going to look to spam away, but his position's not been given up. Art down to 26, and he's get tagged. He's at 21 HP. Game trying to play off the back of Marshmallow. Try not to be seen so you can wrap around, but time is ticking. 30 seconds left. There's no way all 3 players are going to peek him at the same time. You see how many angles he has to clear before he even drops down. He should be able to rescue the bomb, but we'll expect Art to have been pushed up towards red, or we'll expect Henny to peek in from...
Always nice to see. Double AWP on the T side. That's a new one.
Art gonna go for this? Oh, does it matter? Moose. AK as well. Or I'm assuming I saw them drop an AK to him.
Yuri's just so cheeky with the plays that he goes for. He goes back to the same spot where he just got a kill, and Ryan will be there to punish him for it. Now being reduced to just 1, but, well, still 3 in play total. Serato. Oh, he is going to get the first. Second spray down as well, and he gets away as well. That's more... It's getting boring even saying it at this point. And he also playing the shotgun angle. He doesn't miss those shots. There's not many players who can get away with that, but he's definitely one of them. And it leaves Moose. There's only going to be 1 player on this A site. It's not really that much of a saving grace, but if he can find that player, then he really does have an opportunity. It's AWP versus AWP. He's going to spot him in the corner, but Henny! Yes, my advanced knowledge has told me.
Advanced knowledge of mathematics. I mean, I don't know if you caught it on the stream, but like Moose did buy up an op after he had an AK, and then he put the AK in spawn, and then like went to go op, which he got the first kill, but then the AK disappeared that he was looking for to pick up, so he's forced on the op the whole time. Art tries to push you out through Hut or through Squeaky.
Quite clever. It makes sure that you don't have to drop a gun in that position and reduces the risk. It's going to be this fast push out. They've struggled to get rid of Nifty from Heaven, but we'll be able to do it here. Calyx, this is perfect. He's got the timing, and he's going to drop both players. He actually faded each side. If you lose your map choice in this fashion, well, be a little bit worried going into Mirage. Nonetheless, they have played very well.
Ooh, Calyx, he's blinded up. He's Molotov'd up as well. I love this Molotov. He denies that silo position. Smokes as well. The problem is they're not really getting any of these kills, and Art's finally able to get one, but one and done is what they're going to call him for this round. Yuri now the last alive on top of main against 4. Bomb down in sight. Nifty angle directly targeted straight towards him. There's a lot of time to work with here. But honestly, I don't see a world where he clutches this.
Yeah, I think especially with there being such limited positions he could actually be in. I don't think they will have heard him actually drop off Mini, but you know, expect anybody to be that far out? No. Moose lay for anything. It's a lot more competent than I am.
Well, last round, have the chance to close this out right here, right now. Take us over to Mirage with a map lead. We can see how quick FURIA are taking Secret right off the bat. Be one player down on the CT side to defend against this. It's going to be Moose here, who's had quite a few clutch rounds. He might be able to do it yet again. To sprint out onto 2 and almost gets the transfer onto Vinny. It buys some time. The nade land is one to Vinny, knocks it down to 16 HP. And this might be it. Mihu chiming in, Art and KSerrato in a 2-on-4 to save the round. Now it's all on KSerrato against 4. And I think Envy might have done it here, Tom.
Until he dies, I'm definitely not going to believe it, but there we go. Calyx is there to close things out. It's been a long first map, but there's still plenty more action to come. Of course, guys, if you are enjoying the show, if you're enjoying the match, if you're enjoying the cast, and you can